Hey guys and all people like, it is Mox here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be ranking every Pokemon game that's come out so far, all the way up to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't think there's really been a Pokemon game that I've just straight up hated, like with a burning passion. There's Pokemon games that I don't like so much, and I think they could be so much better, but nothing I would consider like fully unplayable, I guess. Sword and Shield are like kind of low for me though. Not just gonna put that out there. Okay, all right, let's get started. Starting with the original Pokemon Green. I don't know where I'd rank that. I don't think I've ever played it, but I know it's kind of just an earlier version of Pokemon Red and Blue, and I love those games. I don't know. I'm gonna put it at like a B tier, maybe? A tier? No, I put it like a B tier. Pokemon Blue, love Pokemon Red and Blue, very good games. Those both get A tier. Pokemon Yellow, I actually only played a very little bit of Pokemon Yellow. I don't know, I kind of do and don't like the gimmick with Pikachu. I'll put it also at an A tier, but I'm gonna put Pokemon Red and Blue at like a B tier then. Because one of them just has an extra feature and it's the same game, so I feel like I have to put it there. Gold and Silver, very good games. And Crystal. I'm gonna put both Gold and Silver at B tier. Because they're very good, but I'd give Pokemon Crystal S tier just because that's the first game with the moving sprites, if I'm not mistaken. They had like a little animation play when they were thrown into battle, and that's like super cool to me. I got a real soft spot for those like semi-moving animations. I think that's really cool. Pokemon Ruby, that's tough for me. Pokemon Ruby S tier, just because that was one of the first Pokemon games I think I've ever like played on my own, and it's probably the one I played almost the most, third or fourth most. Sapphire A tier, just because I love Groudon. Sorry to Kyogre fans, I love Groudon more. Kyogre's super cool, but just a little bit under for me. And I always like the design of Team Magma more than Team Aqua. I love Team Magma, super cool designs. Love them, very cool. Emerald S+. I've played that probably second most, if not the most. Absolutely love it. Love Rayquaza, super cool. Not as much as Groudon, but I've played Emerald the most, and of course it's just the peak of the two, Ruby and Sapphire. Fire Red, actually the first game I ever completed the Pokedex on. Super good game. Back in the day I might have said, the best games ever, but nowadays it's okay. The look of the Kanto region with, I don't know, those older sprites and the older like world space, I just don't super like it. I'm gonna give it C tier. Leaf Green, pretty much the same thing, but that was my first ever Pokemon game that I played. So I'm gonna give it B tier. It's alright, it's good. Same game, but literally just the bit of nostalgia gives it a little bump. Diamond and Pearl, absolute gems, quality, very good. That's tough. I don't know if I want to give it S or A. They're not quite S+, but they're S or A. I'm gonna give it A just because of the lack of fire types. Atrocious. Amazing games though. Platinum, S+. Bussin' game, absolute peak, very good. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, both S+. Those games I actually might have played just as much as Pokemon Emerald. So good. Absolutely amazing. Story, amazing. The art, amazing. World space, super good. The sprites, walking Pokemon, amazing features. So good. So much fun. And they felt like actually difficult, along with pretty much all these S+ games were quite difficult for me when I played them. They're a little easier now, just because I'm older. I know actual strategy now. So they still give me a run for my money sometimes, so very good. Black and White, S+. S+, bussin'. The whole storyline, amazing. Probably some of the best plot in all of the Pokemon games. So good. Wish following Pokemon made a return in pretty much all these games, but like the plot and everything, and the new Pokemon, the Unova region, so amazing. Some of the best games ever made. Black and White 2, I'm gonna give those S tier. Because I don't remember them very much, but I know I like them probably just as much as Pokemon Black and White. Probably played them just a bit less. X and Y, oof. X and Y I'm gonna have to put in C tier. C tier. They were fun and I like them. They were like the first 3D games. They're alright. But I just think the difficulty was not there. I would have bumped them up to like a C or an A tier if the difficulty was there. Mega Evolutions, very fun. Very good. I might bump them up to B tier actually, just for Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions are so good. Why do we not have them back? It's crazy. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Alpha Sapphire I'm gonna give an A. And Omega Ruby, I'm gonna give an S. So, again, Mega Evolutions, some of the greatest things ever. I love seeing, again, my most played game in 3D in that beautiful world space, especially when you can, kind of mod it a little bit, make the graphics look even better. Sun and Moon, never played Sun. Should I start putting stuff in the NA for things I legit just haven't played? Because I technically haven't played the original Pokemon Gold, but I know it's the same game as Silver. No, Sun I'm gonna put an NA. I don't know. Moon though, great, amazing game. It's gotta be an A tier. That's gotta be an A tier game. I love the story, the new mons, that was when they first started switching it up to not just being, oh, you beat the gyms, beat an evil team. Like there was a little bit of difference. It's a very similar gameplay loop, but just a little bit of difference, and I love it for that. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, legit never played them. Heard they were great. Maybe I'll give them a play one day. Oof, let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. That's a little tough. That's a little tough. I'm one of the few people I think that actually really love these games. They get so much hate, and I understand it because I also don't like needing to do the throwing thing all the time. I prefer to just battle and catch things. And there was not enough battling for them to be like truly great games. But I can't put them in like a low tier because I want to rank these also on if I actually had fun playing them. All these games, I had fun playing them. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, I had fun. It was good. I'm gonna put them in like a B tier. I like them. Pokemon Eevee never played. Oh god, Sword and Shield. I don't know. Those are gonna be F tier. Those are gonna be F tier. I'm so sorry. Those are gonna be F tier. Yeah, I know that maybe that's controversial putting Let's Go above Sword and Shield, but they just weren't that great to me. I didn't have as much fun playing them as all these other games. They did a lot of cool things and upgrades, and it was the first Pokemon game, like main series game for the Switch. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate like the improvements they made, but it just took too much away. And even the DLC, they tried to like add walking Pokemon, super jank, really bad. The plot was atrocious. Compare these to like Black and White, no, just no, super bad. The whole storyline was pretty much just, I don't know, it really felt like, oh, something weird and mysterious is happening. Oh, the champion showed up, you don't need to do anything, just go back to doing what you're doing. Then at the very end, it was like, oh shit, we do need your help. Beat the boss. And it's like, oh, okay, all right. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I actually played a modded version of these games. Don't get mad at me. Again, Nintendo. Played a modded version of these games. That was absolutely amazing. They fixed the walking Pokemon. It had the true size mod, 60 FPS, crisp, amazing. It had the changes that they made to Platinum. Because if you don't know, BDSP is basically a full remake of Diamond and Pearl in all of its like goods and bads. So it has all the same flaws, lack of fire types, all this stuff that's missing compared to Platinum. But the mod version was great, but I'm not ranking the mod version. These are going to be a D tier. I enjoyed them more than Sword and Shield, but they were not, yeah, they're just, no, they're, yeah. Anyway, Pokemon Legends Arceus, amazing. How do you guys say it? Drop a comment below. Do you say Arceus, Arceus? I hear both equally. I say Arceus, but Pokemon Legends Arceus, one of my absolute favorite games. It has to be in my like top 10, top 5 maybe. Yeah, it could be in my top 5. 1, 2, you count these as the same game, count these as the same game. That's 3. S+, amazing, super fun game, very, very good. The whole catching mechanic and the sneaking and the story was actually really, really good. Really well done for something new and different. I played the crap out of that game, like in the post game especially. A lot of these games, I'll play them and then I might not do the post game or I might not play it as much once I'm done. But Legends Arceus actually did a lot. Like I shiny hunted mid-game because I wanted shiny Zoroark on my team. I did shiny hunting, I did all the cool things. I did like tips and tricks and stuff that YouTubers did, all this fun stuff. I loved it. It was one of my most enjoyed games. Now there's 2 games missing from this, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because this is a older tier list and I didn't want to make my own. That would have taken far too long and far too much prep for my liking. So they're not on here, but I'll like post them there. I'm gonna give it S tier. I don't think they're quite S+. There's just a little bit of like, there's a little bit that they could have done to put it in S+ tier for me, and it was just kind of lacking. And especially the bugs and the glitches. Despite all those, I actually have a review coming out in that was my last video, I think. So go check that out, link in the description if you haven't seen it. But despite all the bugs and the glitches and stuff, I had an amazing time playing the games. They were super, super fun. I think the story is kind of what fell short, which is why I would give it S tier rather than S+. Like, for me, like I said in the review, they could have built it up maybe a little bit more, maybe make it a little bit more like grand in the theme, like the scales, I guess, of things. But that would have bumped it up to S+ tier for me. And also just minor things like walking Pokemon, they're still not there yet. The Let's Go feature, that kind of, it's fun. It's fun. I didn't use it super often, but it's fun. And the designs of all the new mons, the Paradox Pokemon, all that stuff, amazing. Super well done. Very good games. And yeah, that's it. That's all the main series Pokemon games. games. If I missed any, let me know in the comments below. I don't think I did, but let me know if I did, or if there's any other games you want to see me rank, or any other things you want to see ranked for me, all that fun stuff. So if you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the next video, whatever it may be. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next one, and goodbye. Also, if you want to get a shirt, it's from my clothing company, the Nostalgia Corporation. That is the first link in the description. It's a clothing brand based around the idea of nostalgia. As soon as we start selling out of these shirts, I'm gonna be producing more designs for you guys, and I'm excited. So yeah, first link in the description below.